It's the house telling you to close your eyes.
And some days I can't even trust myself.
It's killing me to see you this way.
'Cause though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to the shore.
3, 1.
Launch ignition! We are live. Welcome to Fate Weavers. I'm Martin, your not so humble DM, and I have my current furry idiots -2, where we are going to go into the TPK episode. How are you?
Yippee!
We have Callum, we have Jason, we have David, and Rick. And
Hello.
we are going to kill a fuck lot of characters. But before we jump right back into it, let's play a little game.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is a scenario, okay? Okay? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Your
I'm listening.
character, you, gets transported to our world. They live in our world. They are part of our world. What do their search history looks like?
Search history? What's he talking about?
Literally architecture, and that's it.
Assuming Vishar wouldn't go full bio hippie terrorist mode on like industrial governments, he would go live a homesteading
What, jo-
life probably.
What,
Not really search that
join
much.
stop... What is it? Stop oil or
Just
something?
stop oil.
Yeah, exactly. Just stop oil.
Bishar would 100% be on the boat to the humanitarian crisis. 100%.
No, I don't think Vishal would be on the same boat as Greta to
No, because
Israel.
they're humans.
Yeah, because Vishal doesn't really actually care about humanoids, to be quite honest. He only just
I
about
wouldn't go that
doesn't
far.
murder. He doesn't just about murder them. Let's be honest.
He
Bishar is
he
poison
doesn't
ivy.
care. He doesn't not care about humans. He cares about all life, but he doesn't really see
think
humans
he's-
as more precious than like a dog or something.
I think he'd go to the Amazon rainforest and start killing everybody in there, and then just regrowing the forest.
Would
Well,
Gabba-
more like the
Uh,
poachers,
maybe.
right?
Maybe.
Gaba search history, I assure you, has a couple of questions about how to avoid laxatives.
No. It would
Probably.
generally just be about cleaning clothes full of shit. Like, what is the best detergent remover? How do I not shit myself? Help me.
How do I clean blood out of my clothes?
How
That sort of
Yeah.
thing.
I've eaten too many anti-diarrhea tablets. What happens next? Stuff like that.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right.
The question is though,
Uh,
just quickly go back to Bashar. Would he hate watch zombie movies?
Don't think so. Assuming he knows it's a movie and not a documentary or something, then he wouldn't
Oh,
mind.
how would Bishar have felt about the Blair Witch Project?
Not really familiar with it, but probably assuming it was fictional, it would be fine. Because then it wouldn't
Unless
be
it was a
life
hag.
destroyed. Yeah.
Bishar wanted to be the Blair Witch.
Wouldn't be a surprise. Eric would be. Oh, I tell you what, he'd be researching all about Indiana Jones and everything Indiana Jones adjacent. That's what he would be. He'll be like, oh, he's my guy.
I love archaeology.
But out of everybody here, I think that Eric probably is the one with the highest chances of having a search for sports or something like that.
Maybe, but he doesn't. Does he care that much about sports? Maybe. Depends on the sport, I guess.
Antelope
And they are not
Fencing.
here, so we get the fun thing of saying what Ephraim's and Kaulik's search history looks like.
Ephraim would look at inventor
no.
YouTube channels.
Yeah, yeah.
Colin
Yeah,
Firth.
see,
Yeah,
no, he
like
would.
Colin Firth kind of shit.
One-
like,
100%.
yeah.
100% he'd be one of those YouTubers.
Mark
He'll-
Grover, backyard scientist, Andy Mogul, and game theory. 100%
Exactly.
Ephraim.
Uh,
Ephraim sounds like a cool dude.
yeah, he's
Kalika
just
would
a standard
be-
dude.
Kalika would be enrolled in high school and probably being pissed off by mean other high school girls or something.
I envision Kaulik as either the stereotypical 2000s emo kid or a ballerina.
Emo kid. No,
Emo
both.
kid.
Both, actually.
Emo
both.
ballerina.
Yeah.
I mean,
Both.
she's literally a furry, so she probably wouldn't be in either emo or part of the furries.
Or, to be fair, she might look into cosplaying, into how to be a cosplay furry.
And
How
her
can I
porn
build my own
history-
wings?
Mm,
Yeah, and her porn history is everything family related, like siblings, step siblings, stuff like that.
Poor Koha. Jesus.
Rest in peace.
Wait, what?
Oh, he's probably been turned into compost at this point.
Yeah, Jor-Elf just went for a spike kill and never even told us.
yep.
Let me get.
Good times,
music
good
on
times,
now.
good times. But let's get back into the matter at hand.
Yes.
Us, the Wanderers, infiltrate the underground Arcane, Glorium Arcanum headquarters in Nersandia, searching for a way to sever the control of the gravitational and stabilizing systems of the island away from the Longstaff Empire. They came across a group of wizards that seem to have been lazing around, not really doing much of a job at all, as apparently everything in this headquarters is controlled by a single entity upstairs on a sealed door. Debating a long time after the door opened when Gava and Quotal approached it, an earthquake was felt throughout the whole building, or most probably over Nersandia itself. The party finally decided to climb up the stairs as a gravitational force was seemingly pulling on them, trying to bring them closer, speaking in infernal, something akin to I deserve the entertainment. Come. As they arrived to the top floor of the Glorium Arcanum's headquarters, they encountered a creature, a fiend, horribly disfigured humanoid with multiple sets of arms hanging from sorts of cables that were mounted on the ceiling. Various sets of arcane glyphs surrounding it, and two mouths, one of them constantly speaking in a arcane scripture that you do not know yet. Born 15 began to fight against the party. In the room, there were all of those hanging cables and two large pylons with the most massive air stone that any of you have ever seen. Quotal launched a magic missile, and it was captured by one of those towers, attracted to the stone itself. Upon hitting, an earthquake happened, and everybody felt the shaking. Ephraim rushed to one of the pylons in an attempt to grab control of it, but was stopped midway by Born as he switched the gravity and slammed Ephraim against the ground. Bishar managed to reach the pylon on the left side of the room and attune to it, channeling one spell slot of his magic to commune with the pylon and gain access of some of its abilities temporarily, disabling the magnetic field down to the center, hopefully not attracting anything else. Quotal managed to get to the right side pylon and do the same. The one on the right has been damaged heavily. It has cracks everywhere. You get the feeling that this could be destroyed if it gets hit by anything else, not knowing what's going to happen when that happens. I will remind Bishar, Quotal, it is a bonus action to pour a spell slot onto the crystal. There are further capabilities that you could achieve by pouring higher quantities of magic into the crystal. You don't know what those are yet. We begin the second round as Born 15 descended close to the ground and looked to its left at Eric, who comes swinging with his halberd. Eric, it's your turn. What do you do? Jason,
Just me. Sorry,
what do you do?
my audio was catching up. Right. What do I do before my laptop crashes? Right. I believe the boy was prone, correct?
Indeed.
Yes.
Fantastic. I am going to, first of all, bonus action Hexblade's curse him.
Okay. Okay. I get the feeling he was already under some conditions, but I don't have
Correct.
anything.
He was under hex. I believe he was under hex disadvantage on strength checks.
It's been a month.
But he is also under Hexblade's curse, which is a completely. That's fine. So don't worry. So Hexblade's curse essentially just allows me to crit on a 19 or 20.
I
Yes.
believe we're
Also increases
hasted.
damage.
Kauliki had a twin spell
Yes.
hasted.
Yes.
Eric
Me and Eric.
Correct.
Quattle. Gotcha,
Yes.
perfect. It's
Yep.
been a month.
That's fine. Don't worry. We got you, boo.
Woo!
Right. Okay. So Hexblade's curse is now in place. We
Yes.
gonna show him the what for, baby.
Let's
so
go.
where is me? Is the question.
You
Right.
is by this arm, my
Go.
left.
Right. Where are we? Here. Move.
Hex.
Ooh.
I'm adding my notes. Finally, I have something to keep notes of effects
Aye.
that I have on the sheet.
All the
Uh,
weapons.
And Hexblade Curse. Hex, you said Wisdom?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
No. Hex. So hex is just basically it gives me extra damage.
No, that's Hexblade Curse. But,
So no, hex itself.
Yeah.
So there's two hexes. There's the original hex that gives you the extra damage, right, for 1d6 worth of damage, and allows me to track similar to Hunter's Mark, allows me to kind of know where the creature is.
Yeah, but when you
Hexblades.
cast, you also choose an ability, and the target has
Which is-
disadvantage on ability checks.
Strength.
So which one? was
Correct, which is strength.
it? Strength. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Eric Star Carver comes running.
And he will swing with advantage because he is prone.
He's hanging from the cables, but just seems that he got tangled when that quake happened, and he's tangled in his own head cables.
Cool.
Technically not touching the ground, but prone regardless.
Cool. 26.
26.
Mm.
Okay. Why don't we roll fate dice? Which
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
Juan.
Would you like to explain fate dice to our lovely viewers who may be the first time watching?
Fate dice
Viewers?
is a loving mechanic.
As in plural? Wow.
Yes.
Wow. heck, this is a loving mechanic that we completely stole from high rollers. We have two pools of dice, d6s, a blue one and a red one. Blue one to dissipates. When you roll a 1 or 2 a 3 at the beginning of the session, it goes to the player's pool, the red one. On a 4, 5, 6, it's mine. At any moment during a d20 roll, before knowing if it is successful or not, anybody can grab from the pool of dice how many dice they want, add them to the roll, and then those fate dice become the other person's. And that's pretty much it. Some abilities might be only allowed if you spend fate dice on top of them, and you can ask for narrative things such as, oh, there's 25 feet of rope in the corner. That's the explanation. So, let's roll that d6. I starting strong with a 5. That's a dice for me. Callum, I see a 5. Another one for me. Jason, 1. That's
1.
dice for you. Rick, a 4. Another for me. And David?
I am not able to see any of my rolls in Foundry.
Oh no. Physical dice for the win.
I don't. They're all packed away.
I'll tell you now when
no.
I'll let you know your roll. Let me just close this. Chat. You rolled a 20. What? Oh, that's
What?
not you.
On a d4?
That's not you. You haven't rolled anything.
You rolled a 1.
I damaged
That-
my die over the weekend, unfortunately. Point is
Oh
broken
shit,
off.
really?
Yeah,
How'd you
it's
manage
a bit
that?
sad. I don't know. I just used it too much.
D&D Beyond.
You throw
Uh,
the
It's,
free off at
uh,
somebody's head and they hit each other.
They are gemstone dice, so they're a bit more fragile than the resin ones.
Oh
but
shit,
still,
yeah.
Well, I've had it for
That's
like
annoying.
4 years or something, so it wasn't that
That's
much.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Still.
Hang on, let's see if I can actually see
Speaking of dice, let me actually connect my
So-
dice to Foundry.
my
I
spells
need
and
to,
shit.
whilst that's happening, I'm going to roll damage in case it does hit. I hope it bloody hits.
I did not show you guys.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
The power of the lit up d20 has killed history. Ah, there he is.
And
Sorry folks.
Yeah,
D-
He
Yeah,
crashed again.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
No one's dice rolls are actually working in Foundry.
yes.
I prefer physical, to be quite fair.
I do as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice just to, like, it just tells you. What I like is when I do my attacks, it just tells me what I need to roll, and I just put the number in instead of having to worry about it. But
He connected the dice and it crashed. Fuck my life.
How? What? How did he connect? What? What
he's
did
got-
he?
It's like Wi-Fi dice or
Yeah.
something stupid.
Oh, one of
Probably
those
the
fancy ones.
Pixel, pixel
yeah,
die or something,
Foundry,
yeah.
So whenever he rolls, he goes into Foundry. It's pretty cool. But yeah, he needs to give us permissions to roll.
What is life? Oh,
Baby, don't hurt me.
no more.
No more. Also, probably the answer is 42.
Yeah,
Usually is.
makes sense.
Right. Do I
Hmm.
just attack it like I attacked Eric that one time and just go hell for leather,
Wow.
as much damage possible? Or do I try and go strategic and use my action for Living Core, which could paralyze him, but then he's just gonna do his legendary action, I guess, into a void?
Well, we don't. I mean, the thing is if we manage to burn those resistances, then
Hmm.
all the better, right? Because that means
Yes.
that leaves open for Bishar to open up a wall of fire on his ass.
Yeah,
It's
Big
probably
Bean's
quite
hand can
resistant
also
against
make
fire.
him
Yeah.
grappled as well.
Yeah.
I'm running a bit low on high level spell slots, so it's a bit of
Yes.
a squeeze.
Don't worry. I think we're all running low at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. highest I
yeah.
have is a 4th level.
I still have 5th and 6th, but the best spells are 7th, and I don't have a slot for that.
How many?
So what are we doing with towers again? You two are going to try and shut down the towers or do something with the towers.
I don't quite remember, to be honest. It was a
I
long time
don't
ago, but
It's been a month as we've been telling our viewers. I think the idea is that we gain control of them. So, i.e.,
yeah.
the more we gain control, the more we can kind of stop it from dropping the island.
Yeah.
Because at the
and we
moment,
can
the work,
take it away.
yeah, the
from
the
him.
working theory is that if we kill this thing without taking control of the pylons, I reckon that the island drops. Which might mean we need to actually.
Does it drop? Because the islands float by themselves as well, right? Without the Glory Macleod meddling with them.
We actually don't know the full law on that. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the law there is that the little those pillars are basically keeping all the
Everything
floating
together,
islands
yeah.
together, which obviously means if we were to set adrift, obviously it means Nasanzia will starve and crap. Well, we don't know because I assume Nasanzia is actually self-sufficient in terms of food and water.
That'd finally be truly a free city.
Yeah, exactly.
However,
they hit.
considering the airquakes and the changing of
Yeah,
Whatever.
gravity and stuff,
yeah.
They'll
think-
deal. I've managed to survive all these years. They will be fine.
Ah, yes, the most mentally stable of us all.
Okay, so I have
Oh,
enough
yes.
sorcery points to make 2
commit
5th
genocide
levels.
of zombies?
That's right. So that's
To be fair as well, Rick, the MVP for you is the boots, which I think you got at the very beginning of the
Yeah.
Lightning
campaign,
tree.
right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
the demon tree,
Yeah.
great success.
That's pretty much the only
boots
magical
that you-
item I got ever since for the entire campaign. At some
Oh,
point, I
he's
got the
back.
ring of
He's back.
spell storing.
He's
Yippee.
back.
I'm back.
Hooray! Let me transition
He's
back
back.
over,
Alright.
and then I can put some of the horror music
Back
back on.
again.
Okay, we can go live again in a moment.
We
give
are
me one
live.
while I open.
We're still
Well,
live.
Yeah,
You guys
we've
kept the
been
stream alive
we've
Yeah.
been talking shit.
Yeah.
without me. Oh,
Yes.
You make Daddy so proud.
We actually peaked to 2,000 concurrent viewers, but they've all left right now again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just opening Telspire again. So, tell me, Jason. Eric goes running towards Born.
Mhm. We hit
We
for a
rolled-
26.
That is a hit.
Fantastic. Damage, which I should have been actually looking at whilst we were talking shit. Give me 1 second.
Because the reason why I wanted to roll Fate Dice at the beginning was to see if I could use my reaction. Which I can.
Nope.
I'm going to
Nope.
spend my last legendary action, or
Mhm.
he had to spend 2 last round. I'm spending the last one, and a Fate Dice to do gravity shove. When a creature would hit Born with a physical melee attack, he can spend a legendary action and a Fate Dice to automatically shove the creature 10 feet in any direction. He is
Sweet.
going to
Alright,
shove
cool.
you upwards to hit the ceiling. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Wait, is the ceiling only 10 feet high?
Wait, I just opened Telspire. So let.
Anyway,
me
it doesn't
check.
matter. Natural 19 for a 21.
No, the ceiling is 25 feet high. I was wrong. So in that case, he's gonna shove you 10 feet back.
Martin, just to let you know, you can't. You haven't allowed players to roll in Foundry.
Cool.
What? Sorry, what?
Players can't roll in Foundry.
Okay. I will check that in a moment. So he shoves you 10 feet away against Bishar. So in that case, it's Bishar, the one that needs to give me the dexterity saving throw.
What? How rude.
Yeah, Bishar,
Okay.
you are commuting with this crystal. You see Eric runs past you, ready to stab this guy on the floor. Suddenly he gets force pushed towards you. What do you roll?
What kind of save was it? Sorry.
Dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 12 for a total of 20.
Yeah, no, you are perfect. You can dodge to the side, Eric. You don't crash
Thank you.
against Bishar, and since you don't hit any surface, you don't go prone. So that only push you
Fantastic.
away. It did not. It did consume one of your attack
Great.
actions, though.
Hit him again.
Motherfucker.
Do you
Alright,
have
cool.
any more
We go
movement
again.
left?
Hasted.
Yes.
He's got lots.
Hasted.
Okay. He was not expecting this.
I've got lots. And also, I am Hexblade. Well, he better because I'm a Hexblade with Thirsting Blade, baby. Means I get to attack twice. Oh.
Well, normally when he pushes
That
people
is
away, they
a-
don't come back.
Yeah, well, I do. I'm like a bad boyfriend, baby. 28.
Hit.
Fantastic.
He's probably
right,
a demon. I would
so,
put a smite in there.
I only get 2 level slot smites. I've already consumed 1 for Hex. Also, do we actually want him dead? That's the problem.
Well, he's probably
Although,
got
to
He
be fair,
certainly
my
wants us dead.
well, actually, to be fair, my smites do force damage. So, no, actually, I'm gonna keep my Eldritch Smites just in case, because it's got a fun ability attached to it. Anyway, damage-wise, we are looking at 10 plus 6, so that's 16 for the glaive. Hex damage was 3 necrotic, if that matters.
Okay.
And the why did I roll the extra 1 for? So let's go. Extra 5 damage from Hexblade's Curse.
And that is what type of damage? Regular.
That does not say.
Just the
I
weapon
think it's
damage.
taking
Same as the
it's
weapon.
taking
Same as
yeah, it's
weapon.
taking weapon damage. Ah, sorry, that's why. I also have Life Drinker Invocation, which means that's why I rolled the extra d6. Do you know what? Let's see. Since I can spread damage types out, let's hit it with psychic damage. No, radiant damage, and see how that looks like.
Okay. Roll the radiant damage.
Radiant damage with 3.
3. Okay. So, the necrotic, you get shot. You come back. You do a spin and land with your hit against one of the cables that are holding it back. The cables seem to move around, almost trying to protect it. As you slash the cables, you see your blade goes through, but it was hard, almost as if like the slash of the glaive was being resisted by the thickness of these rubbery kind of cables, but not rubber, not as you see liquid begins pouring out of them, black liquid that does not immediately, but it gets corroded by the necrotic damage, and you see the faint light of the radiant damage. Resistant to slashing, doesn't care about radiant, doesn't care about necrotic. So
Does it matter if my glaive was magical?
it does not.
Okay, so
Uh,
it actually
Hmm.
gives
Resistant
fuck
to
all about
magical.
magical damage. Okay, cool. Good to know.
So,
And
the slashing was 16, you said?
yes, no, slashing was 16 plus another 5, so 21.
21, perfect. So that gets reduced to 10.
Cool.
Okay,
And hasted action, go again.
go again.
That is, oh my god, that is so close to a crit. Fucking, 29.
That
Is that a soft crit?
is a soft crit.
Fuck yes.
I made a slight change to soft crits.
Okay.
When you deal a soft critical, which is
Yep.
10 higher than a creature's AC, you
Okay.
get to choose a benefit. Doesn't have to be max damage. It can be max damage, but you can choose to blind the creature for a certain amount of rounds, cutting the
Oh.
tendons and giving it a slow for a certain amount of rounds. It's like a cold shot, whereas trying to take a cold shot gives you disadvantage. If
Yeah.
you hit 10 or higher, you get it automatically.
Okay. Do we care
Is
about?
slow as in the slow spell?
As in, it would reduce its movement speed because you are
Okay.
aiming to cut at like the tendons, and then we would roll
Okay.
like, I don't know, a d4 to determine rounds, stuff like that.
What's the autonomy of the creature? Does it actually have eyes?
It has two mouths side by side. It has
Yeah.
almost like a spider-like, dozens of eyes that seem to be like eyeballs of different colors, different sorts of humanoids. You see some reptilians even in there. Has like two horns that seem to be producing some electromagnetic wave pulse from time to time. The back of its head is connected to dozens of those cables that are hanging, and you see it has what would normally be like limbs, but instead they end up in a sort of crustacean crab-like pincer, and same thing, you see like electricity coursing through them. It's just covered by all of these cables surrounded on it.
I think blinding
I-
would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think whether blinded or take one of the limbs out, but not for movement, more for attack. Like reduce the attack for a certain amount of rounds.
And of course, you can always say, I want max damage and I do
Yeah.
smite on this.
Yeah.
That's also an option.
Smite would be so good right now, but I
And
think
it would be max damage smite because it's
Yeah.
a soft critical.
it's so good, but I don't think that's beneficial right now.
I think because we're all low,
yeah.
having it just have disadvantage on, and us
On
have
the
advantage
attacks.
on it, like
Yeah.
no matter
And
what. would
I
just
will
be
say,
beneficial.
Yeah.
so far, you haven't seen it use those pincers to attack. It just has been shoving you with gravity, and the cables came and stabbed Gava on the back, almost like doing a reverse matrix on her.
Okay, let's go for blindness. So go for the eyes.
Okay, you go to cut the second time, you aim exactly at the same point where you cut those cables the first time, and you sever a cable, and behind them there's one of the eyes. Roll me, we are going to say a d4 rounds of blindness.
3.
Nice.
3 rounds blinded. As you stab onto it with your glaive, and you see a splash of that viscous mucus black sort of fluid. and you hear in your mind like a psychic screech. Anything else for you?
No, damage-wise, you'll probably want this. Same again for weapon damage was 21. Hex blades, curse. I think for simplicity, we'll keep going with. So we know necrotic and radiant works. Quarto, you
Psych-
don't particularly care about psychic, do you?
I don't care about psychic. It will be thunder or lightning for moi.
Okay, unfortunately, I have neither, so I'll keep it simple. Make both damages necrotic. 10 total.
10 necrotic. Gotcha.
Cool. And
Anything else for Eric?
nope, that's me. All done. I am staying where I am.
Not
Okay,
gonna
okay.
risk an attack of opportunity with that blindness.
It makes more sense to me to be up
Yeah.
in his grill right now.
Yeah.
Because
get
if
as
I can
many
draw
people-
fire, then at least then, yeah. That's me. All
Okay.
done.
Okay. In common, all of you here, with that screech, yes! Yes! Strive! Fight for your lives! Gaba, you're up.
Okay.
You're looking like shit.
I will bonus action cast Cardinal Sin on the creature. It's a bonus
Ooh.
action. I get to choose someone within 30 feet of me. This gives me it's cursed for 1 minute. Curse ends if the target dies. I gain bonus damage to the cursed target equal to my proficiency bonus, which is +5. An attack roll made against creature if a critical hit is of a 19 or 20, and if the cursed target dies, you regain the hit point equal to your warlock level plus charisma modifier. So then that's what I'll do for bonus. I will move 5, 10 feet. I will
So it's
then.
like a Hexblade curse on steroids.
Yeah, I forgot to remember which it's part of the warlock thing. I will use Great Weapon Master to take a -5 hit, -5 on my roll penalty. But because he is prone, I obviously get advantage.
Advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So first one is 14. Second one is 80 for 28.
28 hits.
Okay, so I get a +10 on my roll, which is I'm double checking with the attack damage. So that is.
Oh,
No.
28 is not soft critical.
Yeah.
So it's
I think we
1d10
get
plus
19.
15.
Nice.
15 what?
1d10 plus 15 with that. Just gotta roll a d10.
Oh.
Wherever 1d10 is.
Plus 15?
Is that a d10? That's a d10. Yeah, because I get a plus, because I used Great
Oh,
Warrior,
yeah,
it gives
yeah,
you a plus
gotcha.
5 plus 10.
Yes, yes, yes.
That is a 7, so that is a 22 damage
With your weapon.
with my vicious. Yes, with my weapon.
And this is bludgeoning,
Just clicked off.
because it's a hammer.
I believe so. Yeah, Warhammer, so it'll be bludgeoning.
You go to hit the cables protecting the side, and boom, your hammer just bounces against them. The cables seem to be flexible enough to completely negate the hit of your hammer.
Ooh.
It is immune to bludgeoning damage.
Well,
Does your hammer
shit.
do any other type of damage?
No.
Okay. I will also tell you, now that you notice this, as part of a soft critical, meaning if you had rolled one higher, you can bypass this immunity by shoving the hammer in between the holes that Eric has made through the cable.
I'm a bit shit out of luck because I need to do an extra attack because I've put all my chips into one basket, so I'll have to use extra attack. Obviously, again with the -5 for the hits.
Question, what did you roll just now? on the dice to hit?
I would have rolled a
28.
28 minus 23. That would have been the original one last time.
What was the result on the dice?
Well, the one I haven't rolled yet. I'm rolling them twice
No,
now.
on the first roll, because
was
you need to
a
roll one
18.
higher.
18.
So,
I rolled a 19.
are you sure?
Oh,
Are
yeah,
you
shit.
sure that you want to use Great Weapon Master, meaning that you have only a 10% chance to hit a soft critical?
Well, I couldn't do it because it'd only work if I'm rolling that 20, yeah.
19 or 20. If you use Great
Yeah,
Weapon
but
Master,
I take minus 5 on the attack.
13. No, sorry, 14 or higher if you don't use Great Weapon Master. Those are the numbers.
Okay, let's do it.
Regular attack.
Yeah. Right. First one the first one is a 17.
17 total.
No. First roll was a 17. Second roll is a 19. So 19.
For
Crit.
a total of.
No. 19 plus.
It's a crit.
Oh yeah, 19 plus 10 is 29.
It's a crit because of your curse.
Hexblade.
Yes.
Correct.
Thank you for reminding me. See, someone knows my character better than me. So I get an actual crit. Okay. So you take.
Max
It's a
damage.
critical
plus
hit,
5.
so it's
and-
max damage, and then you roll again.
Roll
on top
again,
of
yeah.
it.
So it's.
What type of damage is this hammer?
Bludgeoning.
No. What dice?
1d10. So it's 20 damage, but because I hit a critical, you also get attacked with. Oh, what I should have done actually was. Oh no, because I did have reckless. The reckless attack doesn't matter. Because I have savage attacks and brutal criticals. When you score with savage attacks, when you score a critical, you roll one of the weapons damage dice again and add it to the actual damage. And also with brutal criticals, I get to add the d10 again. So I got 3d10 plus 10.
Okay.
So it would be 40 plus
Sorry,
3d10.
it's not plus 10. Plus 15. You are forgetting your strength on top of that.
No, I'm not. No, it's so my thing is 1d10 plus 5. I also get another 5, so it's just plus 10. So it's 40 plus 3d10.
No, you have 1 d10 is max. So you have that plus your strength is 15. And then you roll 3d10
Right.
for all of the other thing that you have on top of
My
it.
strength is plus 5.
Yes, and you are dealing the full base damage of the weapon as max damage. So one of those dice that you are about to roll is already a 10.
Brutal critical does not get maxed. Just as an FYI, you only get to add to the damage.
Yeah, so it would be just 3d10. Okay. So let me just double check. So it's 20 plus 3d10. Plus, actually 2d6 because of the Warhammer. If I get oh no, that's if I roll 20.
No, it's 15 plus 3d10. You
No.
did not use Great Weapon Master on this one.
No, but my Vicious Warhammer. Interesting. Rules is written. It says when I hit a 20, but it gives me a critical hit. Are we going to class it because I got a 19? It'll give me the critical hit on a Vicious Warhammer.
Yes,
Okay, so then it's an additional 2d6 as well.
yes.
So it'd be 12 plus 10 plus 10, which is 32.
Yep.
Plus 3d10. Okay. Right.
Okay.
So 32, 5 for 37, 6 for 41, and a 10 for 51. 51 points of damage.
51 points of damage. Okay. Now we are talking. Gava, first swing of the Vicious Warhammer bounces against those cables. You look at Eric as he comes back from being shot. He cuts an opening on the cable. You do a 180 swing behind your back and swing the hammer in between. Eric's glaive as it stabs against the eye and shoves it even deeper, hitting with your hammer as both of you hit at the same time. Anything else for you?
He won't be able to get attack of opportunity. Knowing that I've been hurt, I am going to walk back.
You get an attack of opportunity.
Disadvantage.
I get
Doesn't
attack
seem
of
to
opportunity.
care.
Yeah, because
About-
you move out of his range.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to care about being blinded, as it has blind sight.
Yeah, of course it might.
And Gava, you get an
But it's
attack
still
of
prone.
opportunity as you begin walking away with the bounce back from your hammer. You take a step back and you see 4 cables swirling around, going to join into a single cable and about to stab you. That's going to be a 7 on the dice for a total of 19 to hit.
Come on.
Have we
See
done
if I can do something with it.
Prone disadvantage.
disadvantage for prone?
Well, how? Technically, he would have disadvantage on
He gets advantage
melee
against
attacks.
me.
The thing is that this is not part of its body. It's not moving those pincers. It's attacking with the arcane alloy connectors that are technically part of its body, but at the same time not. So I'm going to say does not apply for this one. If he had been attacked with the pincers, yes, he would have had disadvantage. That's what I'm going to say because it makes sense.
Cool.
Could I
So,
use my
19 to hit Gava.
Could I use my inspiration to? No, that wouldn't work. 'Cause I'm still gonna get hit. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it.
Gotcha. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw? As I roll 24 points of damage, 10 piercing,
18.
and 14 psychic.
8.
You are raging, so the piercing gets halved to 5, so 19 total.
Psychic
And,
as well does.
Sorry?
Oh, does not psychic? No, psychic.
Psychic
No,
is the one that
psychic.
doesn't.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
what
Psychic
is
is
psychic
the
is the
only one that
only
does.
one.
what was it? 3 hits? It was piercing, psychic, and you said something else.
19 total.
Corruption, I think.
And no. This guy does not do corruption. Yeah, if anything, Bishar, you don't see corrupted spirits in here. So you fail the wisdom saving throw.
No,
as
18.
You fail the wisdom saving throw as the
High
cable
saving throw.
hits you and seems to almost like the tail from Cell from Dragon Ball, as it sucks something from inside you, and you just try to move your mouth, but you cannot feel the muscles. You are silenced for one round.
It's a blessing.
Fucking- Does
Finally.
he have a reaction? Because he did a reaction for Eric.
No, he doesn't.
No, that was a legendary.
no.
No, you
David
didn't.
is
You
right.
used them all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
used,
wait, wait.
Reaction.
Okay, I
Yes.
thought that was the legendary reaction or
Ah.
something.
It's all
No,
gone.
I have to spend a legendary action to fuel that reaction.
Okay,
But you
fair
should have
enough.
more legend reactions.
And David
Okay,
is right.
cool.
It hasn't been its turn. So, Gava, those cables come swirling around, and you manage last second to do like a backflip, and you dodge them as they fly above you. You still have 10 feet of movement, I believe.
No, I got way more. I got 40. I'm just going to go up to these boxes and then turn around.
Okay. And now it's turn, and it gains back its stuff. Good thinking, David. Good thinking, keeping me honest.
Yep.
So you see that
Papa?
turns around. You hear very, very unholy noises as it is no longer prone. It seems to reorient itself. And okay.
You know you want the lion meat.
Talk to the hand, motherfucker. Come on, go for it.
Okay.
Take
How
my
many do I
strong
have?
hand.
So, 1 debilitating touch, 1 violent pull, 2 arcane alloy cables. So, I'm going to make 1 attack against Gava as those cables continue spreading towards you, Gava.
Oh,
you-
big reach.
Yeah, fuck all the room. All the room is the reach of this guy. Another of the cable attacks I am going to throw against Quattle.
Why you do this?
The violent pull is going to be against Eric, and
Interesting.
the draining touch is going to go also against Quattle. As Eric, you see, turns around, and after you cut the cables, it seems to grin looking at you, but then the magic missiles come and impact against the stone as it begins to shatter and fracture. Quattle runs, and before Quattle even manages to touch the thing, this thing turns around and goes, "Oh, no! Stay away!" And
Oh,
charges,
come on.
charges towards you, Quattle. So let's see. What Arcane Alloy Connector against Gava? That is 19 to hit. Arcane Alloy Connector against Quattle. That natural 1. That is
Yippee!
13 to hit.
Nope.
Natural 1. And then here comes the violent pull. For the violent pull, I think that I need you, Eric, to give me a strength saving throw.
Strength,
then-
you say?
Strength, I say. then,
Okay, it's not bad.
Where's my debilitating touch? Okay, and Quattle give me a Constitution saving throw as it jumps onto you with those 2 pincers, and you feel a zap of electricity. So,
Electricity, you say?
Give me the.
I
the saving throw.
can't. I still can't roll in Foundry.
Yeah. Roll on the D&D Beyond.
Okay.
I need to fix it due to the moving between servers and stuff. Sorry about that.
18 on the dice for 27.
Fuck. Okay. So let's go in order again. Gava, did that hit you?
Yes.
19 points of damage. And you failed the wisdom saving throw. Now you are deafened, muted for until the beginning of the next round of this guy. Eric, what about that strength saving throw?
How does a 21 feel?
Fuck! Eric, you begin lifting up in the air as this thing turns around, but you stretch your hand, grab onto one of its cables. You have an attack of opportunity as it's flying away.
Oh,
Since you
fuck
did not
yes,
get
let's fucking
smacked.
go!
Oh, the hand will also take an attack of opportunity.
What? Yeah, well, the hand has an attack of opportunity, yes.
26.
26 hits. Eric,
Uh,
you can tell that if you had been smashed against that ceiling, it would have been bad.
Sweet. Okay, so that is a 12. 12 plus 6 is 18 on the weapon damage.
Ouch.
For the hex blades, one of them is going to be 2 necrotic, and the other one, I actually want to try this out because I meant to actually see this, 2 psychic damage. I want to see if the psychic damage does anything to him.
Eric, as you slash this second time, the connection that you have with your fire core glaive, you course your energies through it, and you try to connect with the aberrant mind of this creature, and you just feel a big slap in the mind as you get pushed away, immune to psychic damage.
Good to know. I had one spell that does some kind of psychic damage. That's why I
So-
wanted to ask.
The hand.
The hand rolled a 19 with a plus 13, so a 24.
Plus
To hit.
13.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, if you cast it and stuff.
No, this is just
Mm.
my to hit modifier.
Oh shit!
Yep. So that is a soft crit.
3,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Yeah.
3, 4.
Yes.
That is a soft critical.
Yep. So
You can choose grapple if you want, as your cold shot.
I can choose grapple, or I can do. I casted this at 7th level, so 5d8, and clenched fist increases by 2d8 for each spell level 7. So that will be 6, 7, 8, 9d8. So I'll max the 9d8 damage. So that is 72.
Bludgeoning?
It is force.
Force!
Yes.
Force.
You try to push with the hand and you see the hand stops midair, doesn't manage to reach, almost as if like a small graviturgical push is keeping it on hand, immune to force damage.
Oh my
Motherfucker.
god! We would have known this earlier if the fucking pillars
Magic
weren't in the
missile.
way. Because my
Oh, I
Eldritch
should've gone-
my Eldritch Blast does force. Oh no!
And it
Means I can't
charges-
use Smite now.
charges towards you. Quattle tries to goes and it stabs you with those pincers. Doesn't close them. You feel like it doesn't have the ability to move them. Almost mechanical in the way that they are. And you see electricity courses through you, and you are just there smiling. Quattle, you just resisted being paralyzed, and that is going to be the end of his round, I believe.
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm an idiot. I was checking if he had this. He has flyby. He doesn't make an attack of opportunities, but he was desperate enough, so it doesn't. Your attacks went through because I forgot about it. Fucking hell.
Alright, time for grasping hand to make him grapple all the time. Hell yeah.
Okay. Time for the lair action. Okay.
What kind of save do we need to make?
So.
Intelligence
Let
or
me
something.
roll a dice. Okay. I am going to give you guys back some of your fate dice.
Oh
Yay!
dear. Oh dear.
Yay.
Why
I
are
am
we saying yeah?
giving
He's got to
you-
get like a good roll.
No. I need to spend fate dice to power
Activate.
this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not adding
Yeah.
it. So I am going to need Bishar. Bishar, you see underneath you what looks to be like a red line from a Final Fantasy game saying you are about to get ejected and thrown into the air as something will happen there next round at the end of the next person's round, and then as the other part of the lair action,
Do I need to do anything right now?
no, you don't have the time to react. It 100% goes on Ephraim to see if Ephraim spends his turn trying to move you in order to save you from this.
I'll be fine.
And the other thing that is going to happen is going to be, I am going to say here with Eric, Karpar, and the Hand as another one of those danger zones gets shown in the map. Uh,
No, not the hand.
so now
Remind
it is
me.
Ephraim's turn.
Remind
Ephraim-
me. Remind me of the danger zones. Do those go off immediately on our turn, or
No, they have a timer. X number of player rounds before they activate.
oh shit? Fair.
So, Ephraim, first of all, is going to stand up, which is going to cost him half of his movement speed. Now, Ephraim does have a way of saving one of you.
What
It's a
happened the
catapult.
previous time? This effect was
Eric
active?
got shoved up into the air violently, smashing against the ceiling, succeeding as a dexterity saving throw to not get squished and crawling out to the ground again, so that he was not restrained, but he did take a bunch of bludgeoning damage.
I'll be fine. Ephraim, save someone else.
Ephraim.
Save
I
yourself.
mean, effort. I was gonna say, yeah, Ephraim probably needs to either save themselves, or if they think it's a good idea, then try and shove me towards the creature.
Ephraim is going to be really fucking smart, show that 20 intelligence. Bonus action, mass healing word.
Let's go.
Everybody gains minimum health.
Fuck was that?
6 points of healing,
Jesus. Alright, cool.
and he
Sweet.
has
6
half of
points
his
is 6
movement
points.
speed. So that is going to be not enough to get to you, Eric. He would have had to dash in order to get to you, and that would not have allowed
That's
him
fine.
to use his action to shove you.
To be fair, I'm okay, I think. Like, I probably could take one hit.
And as an action, he pulls out a handgun and shoots this guy.
Anyways.
Sounds about right.
Uh,
Par for the course, to be honest.
Oh no. Surprised you didn't part of.
So
I am like certain that's not gonna hit.
77.
That's a 7 plus
6 is 83.
plus 7, 14. No, that's not gonna hit. So yeah, all of you just hear like coming from Ephraim. End of Ephraim's turn. Bishar, yours activates. Give me a dexterity saving throw. To
First of
see-
all, is this a gravity-based effect?
Technically yes, but it's on the floor underneath you. Like the whole platform is getting shoved up in the air.
He still has his boots.
Alright. Fine. Dex save is 18. Is that enough?
No.
Alright, so then I would like to, before you read your explanation, the second effect of my boots. If any effect forces me to move against my will, I can use my reaction to succeed on the save automatically.
Great
What was
success.
I thinking?
MVP boots, baby!
So, Bishar, you move 5 feet away. You still manage to jump out of the way last second as this is very violent. Like in a second, the platform crashes against the ceiling. You're going to take half damage only, which is great.
Great
because,
success.
half damage, and you don't get restrained. I just lost the damage. Okay, so this is 3d12 bludgeoning and 4d6 force.
Oof.
So, lucky fucking you. 14 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
and 7 points of force.
So 21, half to 10 then, in that case?
Yes.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, that was the fucking worst roll of the day. Ishar, you're up.
Alright. I could spend my bonus action to pour spell slots into this pylon, right? To unlock
And-
additional effects.
You need to pour at least a level 1 spell to maintain control of the area. If you don't spend your bonus action doing that, the area of effect of the pylon expands again.
Alright, that's fine. Did we get the feeling that if I would to use stronger spell slots, that it would do additional things, or is it just to maintain control of the pylon?
You rolled a 20 on Arcana. You got the feeling that you could unlock additional things based on the level of the spell slot. You don't know how much magic you need to pour into it. You just know the higher it is, the better.
Alright. I will use my bonus
will-
action then. Oh,
I will
yeah,
actually
sorry.
tell you. Spell slot 1 to 4, basic control. Reducing or increasing the radius of this thing.
Mhm.
5 to 8 does something, and 9
Eight.
does something else.
Jesus. Well, no one has 9, that's for sure.
Can
Oh, so
you
don't have
put the spell slot from an item into that, good sir?
I don't think so, because it's
Oh.
you. The act of
It's a
you spending
chart,
a
yeah.
spell slot, it's you getting all of the information poured into your head. As part of keeping this, you were taking psychic damage each round.
Alright, Martin. I will play your game. Fair enough.
That's what we are here for.
I will use my bonus action to pour a 5th level spell slot into the pylon.
Okay, first of all, you're gonna take 5d4 psychic damage.
Wow, rude.
Fun. Love it.
12 points of psychic damage. I am
Ow.
like shit. And secondly, as part of a 5th level spell slot or higher, you can choose to manipulate the gravity of a creature within 60 feet of the pylon, moving it in any direction that you want. If the creature resists, they make a strength saving throw. This is a violent pull, the same thing that Born is using. You can choose to move an ally. You could choose to relocate an ally. You could choose to violently relocate Born, but he gets the saving throw, of course.
I can do this once, right?
This is your bonus action.
Right.
Pull him towards
Alright.
me.
Well, I was thinking of slamming him into the ceiling and then back into the ground.
Oh, that would be
If this is
better.
allowed.
That's actually better.
That would be the
So-
the strength saving throw. Yes.
Yes, I would like to do
Take the
that,
damage.
please.
Okay. Surprise, surprise, of course. He has advantage on this, but it is a
Yeah.
strength saving throw. He's hex, so it goes back to straight roll.
No. Hex is only for ability checks.
Not saving throws?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
It's very specific.
Oh,
So
okay.
you basically combo this with like telekinesis or something.
Okay, so he has advantage on this check, on this save.
Probably has quite a high modifier.
Sorry, I want
as well.
it to be fair about that.
You would think that he has a very high strength saving throw,
Uh-huh.
but on a 19 plus 1, 20.
Okay.
Is that
The,
enough?
the DC of the pylons, which is the same DC of his violent push, is 20.
Nah.
So you try to control the gravity, and you hear coming from the other side of the room. You try to control my domain, impudent little hunter! That was your bonus action.
He's a bit of a drama queen, isn't he?
Very
Yeah.
much so.
Alright.
He's
Um,
enjoying the show.
I can use my familiar to deliver touch-based spells for me.
Yes.
So Siri is going to make a flyby. And
Like a bird into a nest, flies through the hole in the cables, and then comes
Yeah.
out.
she also does have the flyby property, so she doesn't provoke opportunity attacks as she flies away. And I'm going to cast Primal Savagery through her, which is a melee cantrip spell attack.
Nice.
Ooh, that's not great. It's an 18 to hit.
An 18 won't hit.
Ah, that's a shame. It deals acid damage, so I wanted to, oh crap, find out if that did anything. But unfortunately, a miss does nothing, so that's my job done, I guess.
Yeah, and if this were an animated series, we had the shot of Siri going through all of the cables and then coming out spewing acid as the hole fills with acid, and Bjorn just opens up all of the cables. The acid falls to the floor, and then at the end of Bishar's turn, legendary action. Gaba, give me a strength saving throw.
Well, I'm good at those. Fuck off.
No, sorry, no. Things have changed. I would have targeted Gab originally to bring all of you together and do an AoE, but with this crystal having been damaged, his priorities will have changed. Quattle, give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, thank God for that.
Do natural 20s still make an auto pass, good sir?
The hero point.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can even do this.
Roll
yeah,
for
no.
it. You never know.
A 14 for a 14.
So Quattle, those pincers come.
Quick math.
Electricity happens. You see a bird appears above the head. Acid begins pouring, and suddenly you get thrown up into the ceiling. Violent push. You are going to take.
1 point of damage.
Better than Bishara, I can tell you. So the bludgeoning is going to be 24.
Mm-hmm.
The force.
Use the force.
Use the force, Luke.
The force is going to be 25 points of damage. For a total of 49 points of damage.
Yeah.
So, Bishar Quattle gets thrown up into the ceiling. You all see like the metal ceiling gets completely bent over, cartoon style, with his head, and Kauliki comes flying in. What's Kauliki gonna do?
Die. Just dive bombs into the floor and perishes.
Kauliki has a heart attack. She is concentrating.
She is.
Oh, right. Yes,
So,
yes.
I'm going to do a Hala, and Kauliki is going to do a heart shape, and that shadow begins forming as she casts Disintegrate on this guy.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw DC 19.
Is he dexterous?
That is a 12 on the dice for a total of 24.
Fuck's sake.
Disintegrate is going to deal half damage.
No, it's an all or nothing.
Oh, yep, it's an all or nothing.
It's a big gamble of a spell.
Yeah, and that was her only 6th level. Bonus action. Kauliki is going to command Karpar to get in there. Karpar is going to go and make an attack.
Go on, bud.
Oh, actually,
Go on.
sorry, Martin.
Yeah.
I just remember. I do believe because of the Shadow Sorceress ability,
Yeah.
if Karpar was close to the creature, it would have disadvantage on the saving throw.
No, he wasn't. Karpar just got close. Are you talking about the disintegrate saving throw?
Yes, if I remember the ability correctly,
Let
I
me
could be wrong
read.
because
Hound
that
of
would
Field
make
open.
more sense.
She
For her
would
to
move
have
in
sent-
Karpar first.
The
Yeah,
Hound is
Karpar
medium.
first.
It has temporary hit points. That Hound automatically knows the target's location. If the target was given, the Hound appears in the unoccupied space. It has its own initiative. I don't care about that. It takes the most direct route. Can make attacks of opportunity only at the target. While the Hound is within 5 feet of the target, it has disadvantage on saving throws against spells that you cast. Why hasn't Hala been using that?
I suspect she hasn't read that far. She just thought Shadow Dog good.
Okay, so with
Shadow
disadvantage,
puppy.
that's even higher. So
Okay,
Well,
fair.
then it makes sense that it didn't trigger because Hala didn't know to use that ability.
Yeah.
So in this moment, we see Karpar stops being shadowy, turns into literally shadows to envelop this guy, forms into like the teeth as it tries to munch onto this guy and pull him, but instead he only manages to grab a cable. No, actually, that's a 15 to hit Karpar because he has advantage because he's flanking with Quattle now that he has descended from high above as Quattle comes from the ceiling with his turn ready. So Karpar, with the 15 on the dice, is going to hit the 19 AC and is going to deal 9 points of piercing damage, which get reduced to 4 as Karpar tries to push Born into the disintegration laser, which doesn't work. End of Kaulik's turn. I'm going to spend another legendary action. Quad will give me another strength saving throw.
I can't
Oh, yeah,
pass.
well, technically, if you roll a natural 20 and
Oh
roll
yeah, it is a
fate,
20. Yeah,
And you can spend fate.
I can spend fate.
You have
Re-
3.
re- remind us, can we spend it before or after we know the roll?
After
not the
you
result.
roll the d20 if you want, but before you know if it succeeds or not.
Yeah, that won't help. 14 again.
You have
I mean, if
three-
you roll a
three fate dice.
6,
Oh yeah, it is. 6.
1 in 6 chance.
So you can pick 2 dice.
Oh yeah, you can choose multiple dice, can't you?
But then
What
we
about
feed the machine.
I'd rather feed the machine than go down on my turn.
Fair. Alright.
How many
Go
are you
for it.
picking?
2, and I rolled an 8 total, so 22.
Yeah, let's go.
22. You are going to succeed that dexterity saving, strength saving throw. Quotal, as you get pushed again, you begin falling down. Prepare to have your turn as Karpar is coming around, and then you see the second mouth opens up and looks at you. You get shot again into the ceiling. You take half damage of what I am about to roll.
Yep.
Rude. Sure.
That is 11 bludgeoning. ...29 force. So
40, half to 20.
Reduced to 20.
Are we looking?
Okay. Still
And,
up.
you use your reaction to crawl out of that, so you don't get restrained against the ceiling. Quattle, it's your turn.
Okay. Ooh.
You see that it seems to be very concerned about you touching this half-broken crystal, and apparently his attention is also on Bishar.
Ah, okay. Let's. I'm going to use one of my actions to disengage. I'm then gonna bonus action, and then I'm gonna use one of my hero points to attempt to put a 9th level spell in this.
Do you have a 9th level spell?
Nope, I'm gonna use a hero point to make it a 9th level spell.
Oh.
Spicy, let's go.
I want to say yes, but hero points allow you to auto-succeed on a check, make a legendary action of something that you can do. Tell you what, let's leave it to a dice roll. This would be tapping into the untapped potential of Quattle.
Well, he's already tapped it before in the.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't he?
Where you died.
Yes.
No, yeah,
well,
where he
before I
died.
died,
Well, yeah, in the
the tower.
yeah, in the tower.
So
That
let's-
fight.
Hmm.
The
what-
fight
what
that
is
took
higher?
6 fucking sessions.
What is higher for you, religion or arcana?
Sounds like a neither.
Religion or Arcana. Arcana is higher.
Okay. Here's what I propose. You are going to roll arcana. The DC is going to be 19.
Mm-hmm.
For every point that you are lower to that, you are going to take damage. Like, it's going to be your regularly you can try to upcast to something that you don't have. It's just that spell slots represent your body's internal reserve of mana, magic that you can fuel into your spells. Not having enough is going to mean that you are going to consume your life force. Let's see how much of your life force you need to consume. Are you okay with this?
Yeah. Oh, I had a feeling from the psychic damage I take from this anyway. Afterwards, I have a feeling I'll down. So
How low are you?
9 HP.
You take 94 psychic damage if you do
Yep.
this.
No. What's your bonus to Arcana?
I have a +6.
So the lowest that you could roll is a 7, meaning that the worst case scenario, this is going to be 12d10 points of psychic damage. That's the worst case scenario.
Well, what about the after effects? Because
We'll deal
Bishar
with
suffered.
those later.
Yeah. All right. D20. How many fate do we have still?
1 left.
One.
I mean, take
Okay.
it if you think you
Probably.
need it.
Yeah, do it.
Yes! Natural 20!
Okay. Okay.
For a 26.
Did you add the fate dice on top of it?
No.
Add it.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I'll add
Because
it. Fuck it.
Oh, I think you need to go high
said-
then.
You said you were taking it.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's
add
after
it.
the roll.
You can't take it after the roll without knowing the result.
You know the result already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, a 31 total.
31.
Surely. Full success.
Okay. Let me on the side just roll 94 as the after effect of interfacing with this pylon.
Halved.
Very good for you. Only 17 points of psychic damage.
Nice, I'm down.
But before the backlash of interfacing with this, let me tell you what you get on pouring above your body as you feel the hand of Tiafia, your quote-unquote sister goddess, hugging you from behind, and for the first time in a couple of hours, you feel a pluk as your heart beats. On a
Shit.
9th level spell, you automatically cast Control Gravity, and you get a d4 of violent pushes to use however you wish.
Right, let's roll that d4.
So, Control Gravity would have been useful if he was controlling gravity, but that hasn't happened yet. Let's go to roll me a d4.
Max.
4.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fuck.
Called it.
Who do you choose? You remember, you can reposition any ally wherever you want them. 30 feet in any direction, or you can just hit him 4 times, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor.
Can I do them one at a time?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna hit him into the ceiling one time.
Okay, here comes a saving throw with advantage. You would expect that he would have better than a +1 to resist this, so even with advantage, he needs to roll.
A 19.
That is an 18 and a natural 20.
Okay, first
Damn.
one. Second one, him.
And he turns around and goes, "Do not escape, impertinent prey. You think you can do this in my domain?" Second one, that is a 3 and a 19 for a 20.
Fuck my life. Third one,
Yeah.
him.
Him,
Yep.
that is a 3. And that is a 14.
Thank fucking God.
And goes, "You think you can roll me 3d12 and 6d6.
Right, 3d12.
Doesn't he
This
take
is-
half damage on a success?
He would technically take absolutely nothing because this is bludgeoning and force.
Oh. Lame.
But he is restrained onto the ceiling as the cables are like holding him against the barrier.
Okay, on the 3d12, that's 27.
Don't worry about it. He's immune to bludgeoning and force damage.
Boo. Which we technically knew from Gabba's attacks.
Okay.
But he is restrained. He is restrained.
Which is best. Which is really good. We need to keep him that way.
Do we want... It's Eric's turn next. Do you want a little shunt?
My thing hasn't gone off yet, and I would say yes, because I don't know
He's
when is
25
that.
feet up in the air. He's restrained against the ceiling.
Wait, when did
Yeah,
that
but-
happen?
That was
Ooh.
Quaddle shoving him against the ceiling.
Oh, right, he is
Yeah,
restrained, isn't
you
he?
want a little shunt so you don't get hit by the floor.
Like he is restrained, but he's still like 20
Up in
feet
the air.
higher than you.
Just so you don't get hit by the floor, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking you could potentially.
Put him
Use
back
the
down.
fourth
Well,
one to
well, I
try
was
to
gonna
restrain
say-
him.
Well, I was gonna say put me up there, so that I can go after him. While
Yeah,
the
you
rest
can
of you.
You have like full control gravity. Like in this time, you could move anybody in like 3-dimensional space and hold
Okay.
them there until the start of your next round.
Okay, yeah, I'll put Eric right next to him.
So Eric, you just feel like you are being pulled and shoved, but it's not as violent as last time, and you are lifted up in the air and shoved in the direction of him as you are floating up in the air, and somehow you have full
Fucking
control
Black Adam style, just
of the gravity, as if you were like standing on your feet. You are not drifting away or anything.
Cool. The hand disappears because I am incapacitated.
And as you are incapacitated, this pylon goes back to regular operation, and the gravity field expands back to the 20 feet radius. Projectiles that enter that area get
Cool,
attracted to
we
the
need
pylon.
Quarto back up.
You took into consideration the very generous
Yeah,
6 points of healing that Ephraim gave you, right?
Yep.
I was
still,
already at full
still
health when he did that,
Yeah.
so it was a bit pointless for me.
Okay, and that's it for Quattro.
Yeah.
End of Quattro's turn. I'm going to use my last legendary action to shove Eric to the ground. Eric, give me a
Aw, boo.
strength saving throw.
Succeed.
You guys are fighting a smart
Okay.
enemy.
Luckily, he's controlled by Martin.
Smart. That's
Smart.
cocked. Sorry, natural 1923.
Fuck. Hell, fuck you go. Take your motherfucking gun.
Hit him. Auto crits. Woohoo.
Okay. I like to think Eric had used the hook of the glaive to like hang on to him, and I say to him in Celestial, "You're not going anywhere." And I will strike him. Here we go.
Here we
That
go.
is- Oh god, that might not hit. I think.
So the
First one,
camera
'cause I think
is
I rolled
pointing
poorly.
up, looking at Eric next to Born. Born grins, and the camera falls down. We see like the rock and everything falling down, but then the camera goes back up, and we see Eric hanging up to him.
Unnatural 20.
That is a hit. He is restrained. That is a critical hit.
Let's fucking go. Alright.
I don't think restrained is a
So-
crit, isn't it? I think it's
No, it's paralyzed.
Incapacitated.
I could be wrong. No, it's
Let me
paralyzed is
Probably
definitely.
advantage.
restrain. Appendix A. Restrain.
I could be wrong.
Speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from bonus to speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and it has disadvantage on it, and has disadvantage on dexterity. Oh no, yeah, you're right. It's not. I
It's-
was
I
thinking
think
of
it's the-
paralyzed.
Yeah, I think paralyzed is the one you want.
Okay, no, it's a hit. It's a hit.
Oh, that's fine.
Still pretty big.
Still
You
pretty.
could still crit if you roll with advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the advantage roll was garbage. It was 6 and a 9. Hang on, just double check my fighting styles. I don't think I've got anything else that will. Yep, that's fine. So this is I wrote poorly on the glaive damage. That is 1 plus 6 plus 5, so that is 12 glaive damage.
Half to 6.
And then we'll keep it necrotic all the way through. That's going to be an additional 4.
Okay.
Then we go again.
Second attack.
That is... Oh, Jesus. All still hits, but it is a 21.
Hits.
Okay, slightly better on the glaive. Glaive was max again for 10 plus 6 plus 5, 21.
Oh damn! 10 points of damage.
Then 5
These
necrotic.
are big boy numbers.
And then hasted action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yes, there's a nat 20, baby. Now that's the actual nat 20.
Now that
Alright,
is
so we full crack. So we full crack it, which will be a 10. So 22. 10. Well, actually, let's do glaive damage first because that'll be easier for you. So glaive damage maxed is 21 plus 1. Jesus. 22 points of glaive damage.
11.
And then the rest of that is 12. God, that's garbage damage. 12 plus 3 is 15.
Okay. You look at him and stab him like 3 times in like
Yeah.
each of its other eyes. Like you
Fucking
see a
Caesar.
lot of that black ichor begins pouring out. He's looking like shit. But
Yeah.
now that he has reached a third of his hit points,
Uh-huh.
As in,
Beginning.
lost a third of his hit points or reached a third of his hit points?
reach a third of his hit points.
Okay,
Two
we're at
things
30 cents. Alright,
are going
second
to
phase.
happen.
Let's go, boys.
First, you all feel a very violent shaking. Everybody, give me a dexterity saving throw. Quattle, you are unconscious. You are trying to hold your eyes open, but you just got dealt an incredible hit, and then you get yeeted. Quattle, roll me a d8.
Is this a gravity-based effect, Martin?
Yes, Rick, it is.
Do I need to roll a save then?
No, Rick, you don't.
I rolled
I got a
thank you.
4.
Okay.
My good rolls have come to an end.
Both Ephraim and Kauliki also fail. Quattle fails automatically. Eric fails. What about Gava?
I said a 17.
Gava also fails. So everybody except Bishar, roll a d8. As this violent shake happens, you feel as if you had just been hit by a magnitude 9 earthquake. You are
Okay.
unable to hold where you are standing except Bishar. And all of you get thrown 20 feet in a random direction, which is the d8. Well, technically Kauliki doesn't need to roll, she's flying.
I'm in the air. Do I need to roll?
I will say as well, the gravity control of Quattle technically lasted until the start of his next round, but he went unconscious. I'm going to say you are coming down after Quattle managed to shove you. You said yourself that you were holding with like the glaive. I'm going to give you advantage on this.
Can I get advantage as well
Right.
from danger sense?
No,
This is not
because
something that you would see.
Yeah.
It's just happened everywhere.
Danger sense isn't about seeing, it's about feeling. Surely, like a magnitude earthquake, you'd feel a little bit before it starts.
Like an animal, I love it, but I get to read the ability. I think it says that
Dex.
you can see.
Yeah, so it says, it just says you gain a canny sense of when things aren't by giving you an edge. At level 2, you gain a canny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge on any dodge away from danger. You gain advantage from deck favor throws and effects. Oh, never mind, yes, you're right.
But aren't you raging anyway?
Yeah.
So you get advantage on
Yeah.
strength saving throws.
Yeah, it's his dex though.
Is this dex or strength? Sorry.
This is Dex.
Okay. On my
So,
advantage
yes, Gava,
roll,
you have advantage.
yes. My advantage roll was higher. It's a 21.
Eric, you managed to shake in place, avoiding to be
Yeah, just
thrown.
I'm just sticking the glaive into his actual body and just hanging on to him.
Yeah,
Dirty
you
20.
like it's shaking like crazy. And Gava, the chain just like stabs the floor, and you hold with the chain in place. But Ephraim and Quotul get shot from where they are standing. What did you roll, David? Again?
A 4.
East. That is southeast. You get thrown in the direction of the pylon. You hit the pylon, then you hit the floor. You take 1 death saving throw.
Woohoo! One
Ephraim.
fail.
Ephraim, who wants to roll the d8 for Ephraim?
I'll roll it.
I do.
Oh, go on.
7.
7. That would be northwest. So Ephraim gets thrown 30 feet in the direction of the pylon too. Ephraim is going to take the effect of a violent pull.
Does
From
Ephraim
these-
count as a projectile in this sense and get attracted towards the pile?
Yeah, that's why he went straight to the pylon. That is going to be for 20 bludgeoning and 15, 17, 22, 28 points of force damage. What did I say for the bludgeoning? Okay,
I don't think you said a number for bludgeoning.
didn't I?
No.
You only said force.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so
a
20 and
six.
24.
A 6, a 7, and a 7. Yeah, you see Ephraim gets thrown against the pylon. He hits like his face. He breaks his nose against like the metal of the pylon. Ephraim is looking rough.
Ow.
Bishar, you are immune to gravity effects. Eric, you are hanging from Born. Kauliki is flying. Gava has the chain. Karpar. Oh, look at that. Karpar succeeds.
Oh,
Great
Karpar,
success.
like, have you guys seen like the images of chicken being moving up and down and like they keep their head exactly in the place like a gimbal? Karpar is
Oh, yeah.
doing like that with his legs. That is everybody, I believe. Yes. And secondly, this is something that only you, Eric, would see as you are coming down from the gravity effect having been turned off once Quaddle went unconscious. I just killed Eric.
Fishar's looking around the room like, what the fuck just
Why would
happened?
you do
Everybody
that?
was around flying in random directions.
And Eric, you see the what you would consider Born's face, all of those eyes. You see smoke coming out, and all of the skin rips open and just opens like a flesh wound. You see more of that black ichor pouring down, and you just see like a single large eye, the size of a human head, as it goes down. It is completely black, doesn't have an iris, but you could see little swirls of electricity going into it. Welcome to the second phase. Eric Starcarver.
Let's go. Come on.
That's the end of your turn, I believe. after
Yeah,
the
pretty
three
much.
attacks.
That was all after me.
Perfect. Gaba. Round the third. Gaba,
Make it.
what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is low.
Garbage.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
quite
very-
good.
it's-
15. How?
Gaba.
Rookie numbers.
Base
15.
numbers amongst the high perceptive boys.
In that case, since you are raging, I'm going to ask you to make me a perception check as a free action. This is information that everybody else will have, except Ephraim, I believe. But Gava is raging, so
I rolled on that one.
yeah, Gava is raging. So at the end of your turn,
Yeah, makes sense.
I will say what's happening.
Which eye?
Okay. I guess I see Ephraim limpless body go across the room though.
He's getting up, but you see his face is red.
Quarto is the concern at the moment.
Look,
We need
guys.
to get him up.
Yeah, you see Quattle got like shot, poof, poof, poof,
Okay.
like a cartoon when an airplane is going down and they are just hitting every possible surface. That was Quattle.
Yeah, I need to get to him. Okay. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35, and I will, I guess now we'll use a medicine action to stabilize.
Why did you move using hexes, using squares? You could just move in a straight line.
Let him do it.
I got 50 feet of movement to use, and we're in a really small contained area. I'm going to just use it up at this point.
So Quattle, you are laying on the ground, exposed fracture, and you see Gava does like an L shape, like a horse in chess, instead of a straight line.
Always keep my eyes on this big demon thing. You just can't turn your back, you know? Right, so I will perform a medicine check. Okay.
Medicine check. What are you doing?
No, I'm stabilizing.
Oh, that is going to be your action.
Yeah, I know. So,
Right. I rolled a 9. However, I have something called Dark One's Own Luck, which, if I want to, I can alter my fate by rolling an additional d10, and I can only use this once per long rest. So I'm going to waste that on Paul, so he doesn't die. Okay, I rolled a 7, so that is 15.
Okay. Had you failed, that was one failed saving throw for Quattle. You succeeded, that is one successful death saving throw for Quattle. So that is one down, one up. I don't think you automatically stabilize with a single action unless you have the healer's kit or the healer fit.
It's up to you. I think you do, but I'm not quite sure, honestly.
So medicine kits allow you to auto stabilize. The medicine check, which is a DC 10, I think rules is written, just lets you do it without the toolkit.
It is just stable then, not a...
Correct.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not taking death saves as such.
What does this look like, Gava? As you see, Quattle with exposed bone fractures, half-broken cranium, blood pouring of every hole.
so obviously Gabba being the world-renowned clinician that she is, sees a broken person. She gets out her... she lets a chain come out of her arm, like bind around the arm and snap together, and with her force crunch the brain together like much like a Lego piece. Like, come on, yeah, this will work. Like, yeah,
This goes there, this goes there.
yeah. like pushing it all together, like with the chains and stuff, like pushing it all like a broken twig, like pushing it all together, like using the force of herself, like meld the bones into each other with like kinetic heat.
Okay, that was your action.
Yeah, I got nothing else. I need to take damage, otherwise I'll lose rage.
Hey, you can always use your bonus action to attempt an Arcana check to operate the pylon.
Do you take damage if you attempt to operate it?
If you are not even able to connect to it, no. You just wasted your bonus action.
If you end, if you
Do you have a bonus action chain attack? I can't remember.
no.
Has to make a weapon attack first. Counts as an offhand attack.
Very bonus action. Can I use a bonus action to take damage myself?
That's down to the GM.
Like just an armored attack. Cause that'll be
I believe in new 2025 there's an option to do that, but
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I'll allow it.
Oh, can I just run
But-
head? An easier one then. Can I just run head first into the pylon? Almost like a
Don't
headbutt
run-
attack.
Sure.
run into the wall, not the pylon.
What's the waste of gamble? I can't imagine I'm gonna do that much damage.
Sure, I'm gonna give you a d6 of damage as the earthquake is still happening while you reach to Waddle, and you just hold him while the earthquake is happening, and you hit your head against the pylon for 6 points of damage. Okay, that's it for Gava. Burn. I will take Burn's turn before I say what everybody else he listens to. First of all, Burn is going to untangle himself and stop being prone. And let's do a quick vibe check. Now that Quattle is down, how bad is...
A restrained creature's speed is 0, so technically he can't become unprone.
Yeah, but the effect of a violent pull lasts until the start of the creature that you
Okay,
do so.
start.
Technically, it's prone until your turn.
Okay.
I will say that he is prone. He cannot move, but the effect of the gravity is beginning to wear down as he's struggling with this. So in that case, let's make a couple of attacks.
I'm
See
hidden
ya.
behind the boulder. You can't attack me.
No, he's got a big target in front of him.
I have reach for this. Perfect.
I wouldn't say that from that big.
So in that case, I'm going to need Eric to give me a Constitution saving throw,
Fuck.
and then I'm going to need 2 attacks against Bishar, and the violent pull is going to go to... I'm going to say Gava or Kauliki. No, I'm going against Kauliki.
Thank God, thank you. Leave me alone. I'm ready here.
No, I'm going to leave it to a dice.
Look, I got a red cross symbol. You can't attack me. I'm healing.
For the violent pull, I
It's a
have...
war crime.
Let me first do the 2 attacks on Bishar.
Fun.
And I will choose how many targets I have for the violent pull. The debilitating touch goes against Eric. That is a certain.
Cool.
Because he's the only one within the range. Okay, Bishar. First one is going to be 18 to hit. I just noticed I never connected my dice
Nope.
to Foundry. You guys are not seeing
don't
my
do it.
rolls.
No, I mean, to be fair, you tried, and the laptop and your
Crashed
system
immediately,
crashed. So let's not
picked it up and you
try
died.
that.
Oh, I did the perfect fix. I opened the side panel of my PC and pointed the fan towards it so that the RAM does not overheat with the temperatures of summer Canada. So, again, Bishar, does that hit?
18. 18 does not hit, no.
High AC, boy.
Okay.
I have a +3 dex, I have a +2 studded leather armor, and a shield for a total of 19 AC.
Yeah, boy.
Second of the Arcane Alloy connectors goes against Bishar 2. That is going to be 22 to hit.
I will cast shield to raise my AC.
One of the tankiest druids I've ever seen in my life. And he's not even using his wild shape, folks.
Yeah, Bishar, you just see like cables come and you just like swirl around. The cables go between your hair. Eric, debilitating touch as one of the claws reaches to you. Saving throw.
22.
Fucking hell!
Hey man, I have failed a couple of rolls, so you know, I'm just saying.
You got a
Okay.
down PC here. You didn't do it, but you know.
Okay.
Alright, what am I taking anyway? Because I'm sure this is a half
No,
damage
no.
deal.
No, that is the you are
Paralyzed
paralyzed.
one.
Oh, that's
Worse
the bad
even,
one.
if you succeed, you are immune to it. As the thing that happens is that Eric, all of your fur just puffs off with like the static electricity.
Yeah, it just becomes a porcupine.
Yeah.
Just
In that case, I have a
stop
couple of
poking me.
targets. Who would be the priority for the violent pull? Well, Bishar is not interfacing. Technically he would be, but I have so many people next to him, I think it would be good, so... I am going to leave this to a D6, because he has conflicted emotions. My
What?
targets are
What, conflicted because he's getting stabbed in the face?
Eric,
Hard to think when that
1 and
happens.
2,
Yeah.
Bishar, 3 and 4,
Okay.
Mm.
Ephraim, 5, Kauliki, 6. Gava is not a problem.
Wait,
Wow, rude.
if it's intelligent, sorry, wouldn't it have realized that it can't really affect Vishar that much with the gravity stuff?
No, like Bishar is getting affected. Like he just, it's not Bishar that is getting affected. It's the platform of the floor that is just getting shoved up into the air. He just has managed to avoid it so far.
All right, fair.
So regardless, I rolled a 1. That's Eric. Give me a strength saving throw.
Watch this drive. No, this drive is poor. It's a 15, unfortunately.
Let's go! Eric, you are restrained against the ceiling. Next to him,
All right.
you get smashed and he goes, hello. You are gonna take... Ouch!
I'll see it.
30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
$32 points of force damage.
Okay.
How's
Big
Eric
hits.
looking?
Eric is down. Let's just say 2. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he's looking pretty hurt. You know, we'll say that he's maybe about maybe 25%, maybe less. Let's
Okay.
say.
And you are restrained next to him until the start of his next turn. Lair action.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I need to make Constitution concentration check for Hex.
Okay. I am
Oh,
spending
fuck yes.
2 fate dice in order to activate the 2 lair actions that I rolled. Danger zone appears again underneath Bishar.
Rude.
Highway to the danger
Danger
zone.
zone.
Why doesn't he like me?
Because you're all green and natural. He doesn't
Hmm.
like natural things.
He hates vegans.
He likes bland.
Not
Yeah.
even
ultra
vegetarian,
big
to be
hits.
honest.
The
Sure.
other area.
Yeah.
Why are
I'm
you
going to
not
say
charging?
activates where Water and Gava are.
It's going to hurt.
Now let me just
Join the club.
roll a timer.
Oh, it's random.
Yes,
Yeah, seems to be.
I will explain. I roll a d3 on the lair action. That is how many lair actions I can take. Each lair action consumes a fate dice to create a danger zone, and then
I roll a d4 and divide those turns among the number of danger zones that appeared. In this case, I rolled a 3. Bishar is going to activate in 2-player turns. The other one is going to activate in. The other way. Bishar is going to activate in 1-player turn, so after Ephraim.
Rude.
The other
You said
one is
2.
going to
I heard you say it.
activate in 2-player turns, meaning after Bishar. That's it for the lair action. Ephraim, as Ephraim is
I
getting
reject your reality.
Can substitute my own.
Ephraim is part of the party that does not have high perception, so I will keep my secrets. I'm going to say Ephraim is going to try to heal everybody.
Heal. He needs to heal.
Does he have lightning
needs to
blow
heal
as a
people.
cantrip? Or something to that effect?
Probably, I want to say.
No, let me check the gauntlets. No, not lightning lure.
I would appreciate being pulled out of this danger zone. Unless it
Here comes-
interferes with ever divine healing.
Well, he is prone due to the earthquake. So once again, he has not enough movement speed. Best he can do for you, Bishar, would be catapult.
I mean,
Toss me.
I mean that. It feels like it's
A min-level
good
catapult
shout.
is like probably less than the danger zone damage.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
catapult is a cantrip,
That is-
but we have allowed so far Ephraim to make Arcana checks to go beyond
Catapult.
the scope.
Yeah, but would this be in place of healing everybody? Because that's probably more important.
In
Yeah, that's true.
theory.
Technically, yes, because it is a damaging cantrip. Tell you what.
Wait,
First
is
of all,
catapult a cantrip?
I thought
Yes.
it's the first level.
sorry, it's the first level, but he has it at will because of the
Gauntlets.
gauntlets. He can do
Oh,
it a
shit.
couple of times for free.
Oh.
I will tell you
If-
what,
Alright,
since
well,
it's
fucking
coming
go for
from
it.
the gauntlets, he can cast 2 spells due to 2024 rules.
Alright,
Really?
fucking go for
If
it.
I get healed, no matter what, I'm gonna get hit by the danger zone damage and go down again.
Yeah,
So
but
there's
it's
no.
better going to 0 than going to 1 failed death saving throw.
However, if someone holds
'Cause
their
you-
action to heal me afterwards, then it's fine.
Well, he could hold his action for mass healing word, that is true. But that would not say Bishar. So it's either bring you up now and go down, or say Bishar.
Kaliki!
Not
Yeah,
Kaliki.
Kaliki, I think, has got to do it.
Oh yeah, she can
She's
heal.
got to.
I can heal
Yeah,
you as
Kaliki
well.
can heal.
probably.
Yeah.
She can
I
healing
think-
pulse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ephraim
And then-
goes, looks up and goes, "Come look, you bring them up." And here goes Arcana check. I'm going to say since Bishar is a creature, let's say DC 14 Arcana. Ephraim has like plus a million, so yeah. Do you resist, Bishar, as you feel your feet begin to shove you to the side?
No.
Okay, that is going
do
to
not.
be Ephraim's action and a charge of the gauntlets to catapult you. And he stands up, he begins moving, and here goes Mass Healing Word with one of his 3rd level spell slots. I am feeling very, very tired, companions. That is going to be a total of 9 points of healing for everybody.
Alright. Do I move out of the zone due to catapult?
Alright,
Yeah,
I mean, 9 is 9, I'll take it.
he, like, I'm going to say literally, is able to move you 5 feet away.
It's enough. I'll take it.
Okay, and that's going to be Ephraim. After Ephraim's turn, Bishar, you see the platform gets shoveled up. You lose connection to the pylon, and as you get thrown away, suddenly you feel once again. No! 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 Prey must just die! Bishar, give me a strength saving throw with advantage. Fucking boots.
All right. That's a 19 total.
Not again, not enough! DC 20.
Oof. I only have a +1 on strength saves.
Remember, you can spend your reaction to auto-succeed thanks to the boots.
Well, I used my reaction to cast shield, so not
okay.
until my turn.
So this is going to be 19 plus 7 for a total of 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, ow. Not 86, 26.
And shit for the force damage, that is going to be 17 points of force damage. And
17, right? Not 70.
17.
Alright,
And
thank you.
You are restrained against the ceiling.
Ow. Ow.
Against the cables in the ceiling.
Yes.
It is your turn now, and Bishar, as you get slammed against the ground, against the ceiling, you hear footsteps. Large stiletto sort of
No.
footsteps.
Piss.
And a of something being dragged coming up the stairs.
Right, alright.
Oh. Yeah.
I can still make
Fucking
attack rolls, right?
hell.
Even while restrained.
Yes, you just have disadvantage.
Yeah. We're about to get fucked.
The creature seemed very protective of the pylons, did it not?
Yes, and it's looking like shit. Oh, and since you are no longer interfacing with the pylon, the area goes back to the 20 feet
Yeah.
radius.
It is. I'm wondering if directly attacking the pylons is either a brilliant or really stupid idea.
I think
It's
it's
both.
Yeah.
¿Por qué no
I
lo
think
tomas?
it's both.
Which one was heavily
That's the-
damaged of the two pylons?
The,
The one
other one, the one on the north.
Yeah, so I can't really attack that one because attacks will be getting sucked towards the nearest one of me, right?
I will say you are on the end of the effect. So technically, you could try to shoot something far away and do like a core. It's going to be a difficult attack roll, but you could make it.
What was it again that actually damaged this pylon so much?
Force.
So just a single Eldritch Blast did a lot of damage to this pylon.
It
Apparently.
was 20 points of Eldritch Blast damage,
Yeah.
and it is vulnerable to force damage. So it was 40,
Ah,
which is almost its full health.
don't think I can do force damage. Alright. I will shift my starry form to the archer, so I can make 2 attacks.
Okay.
I will start my turn by making a guiding bolt range attack against the damaged pylon, trying to hit that one.
I'm going to give you disadvantage because this is a cold shot, and you are restrained.
And I also already have disadvantage, so yeah, makes sense. No real point of spending fate dice. That's a 12 to hit.
You try to shoot and through the cables, and you see that your blast just get lost in the sea of cables that is this ceiling.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, do I have a touch damage spell? I can do. I can do.
Wasn't this just a spell?
Yeah, the cantrip. Yeah, I can do that one. I will try that one. Oh no, that's an action. Ah, crap. All right, I'll use my bonus action to make another range attack roll. In that case.
Sorry, you lost me. You use
Sorry,
your bonus action
yeah,
for the starry form, then you shot a.
No, I already had my starry form active. I can, at the start of my turn, for free, shift it to one of the other shapes I have. So I did that.
Okay.
I spent my action to use guiding bolts, and
Yes.
in the archer form, I can use my bonus action to make another ranged, spell attack, basically.
And it is just a regular pew pew attack.
It's a bolt of radiant light, which deals radiant damage on hit.
Okay. What are you aiming at?
The pylon again. How many fate die do we have?
2.
2.
Do.
I will use. Oh, can I do that as well? Cosmic Omen. Yes, I will use 1 fate die, and I will use a d6 of Cosmic Omen to boost my attack.
Okay.
It's a 21 to hit.
The pylon
Yes,
with disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
That is a hit, as it barely enters into the area and begins doing like a quick orbit, spins 2 times around the pylon and hits.
All right, great, lovely.
Roll damage.
I hope. That's 7 plus 5 is 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
And now we find out.
Gets halved
Hopefully.
to 6,
Ah, crap! Why?
as it is resistant to all damage except bludgeoning and force.
Ah,
Sorry, except bludgeoning and force, yes.
fair enough.
As hits Quattle, you are getting your brain pulled back by Gava, and you see fractures forming in this crystal. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
God damn it.
We had to try something.
Me as well?
Not you, not Kauliki, not Eric.
Can I get an
Ooh,
advantage on
nice.
this, please?
Ephraim, Gava, and
Can I get an advantage on
what?
this, please?
Yes, danger sense. Yes.
Thank you. Because I rolled a nat one.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. So Eric, if anything, both you and Bishar get even tangled in more cables as you feel another violent shake. What did you roll, Gaba?
22. After my nat one.
You managed to stay your feet. What did you roll, Quattle?
6.
Roll me a d8.
Woohoo!
Ephraim.
Here I go again.
Ephraim also gets thrown out. Who wants to roll the d8 for Ephraim?
I will. It's a 2.
I also rolled a 2.
Okay. So this is another harsh earthquake. 2. Both of you get thrown into the northeast direction. Let's see, northeast, 30 feet. Ephraim, let me grab you, Ephraim. 30 feet. Ephraim, northeast. Oh. Ephraim gets thrown to the other side of the room, but he does not hit a wall. He was far enough to not hit a wall. Wattle, you on the other hand,
Hit wall.
get thrown northeast. You do hit against the wall. You are going to take 34 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down again.
Oh, can someone else pick him up?
So
I
Gava,
get
you
knocked
see,
out, but
you
I
see
get up again.
as Quattle hits against the wall, part of like the cranium that you were welding together by force just gets splattered again. Bishar, anything else for your turn as that crystal looks like it's about to go down and you all hear, "No, no, no! Pray behave! Pray behave!"
Damn. No, that's my turn then.
End of your turn, I'm going to spend one more legendary action. Bishar, give me another strength saving throw as you get thrown into the floor now.
Lovely. That's not enough, so I will use my one reaction to succeed.
Okay, you are going to halve this then, as you are going to take 36 points of damage, halved down to 18. And good thing,
Ow.
you are no longer restrained as you hit the ground and the gravity pull
Lovely.
ends. Kauliki.
Little heal.
I don't know if she has it.
She got healing pulse.
Yeah, she has. Good thing that she's flying. She hasn't been hit by anything. But healing pulse is her action. But she has absolutely nothing else to heal. But Kauliki would want to kill this thing that is looking bad.
I think she'd want to prioritize Quattle's not dying.
Why do you have mass cure wounds at will?
At will?
Yeah.
Oh,
what-
fuck it. Give it. Give it to us. It's on her sheet.
But where is it coming from? What the fuck?
Oh, from the healing staff she has.
Oh, she has a staff. He has the supreme staff of the three parts. How could I forget that?
Then why are we not healed to full between each combat, as she can just spam mass healing word over and over again?
We have a go at me for not on my character sheet, but no, we'll let her.
No, it places it under at will, but it spends charges to do it.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so this stuff has like 3 shuls. It is very fucking powerful. It's a mixture of items. It is of almost legendary artifact. The stone absorbs the ether in the surrounding and charges itself as it glows with a faint light. When the emerald is charged, which it is now, she gains a +2 to spell save DC and spell attack bonus. She gains an extra 6 sorcery points maximum. Can
Jesus.
convert sorcery points into energy to course through different wood types, using them as charges for the Staff of Healing. And as an action, she can absorb the energy of the staff into herself, regaining a level 6 or lower spell slot. So, she's going to
Yeah, and my boots are overpowered.
She's going to spend
That's because your
5
boots fucks Martin over, that's why.
The boots are uncommon. This shit is legendary. She's going to spend 5 charges of the Supreme Staff to cast a Mass Healing Ward. It goes at basic level, so it's a D4 plus 5. So this is going to be a total of 6 points of healing to everybody.
Yippee!
Wait, mass healing word is only 1d4?
Yes.
That don't sound right. Not
You
for
are
such
thinking
a
of mass cure wounds, probably.
mess. Give me one sec. I just want to carry on, but
I think
I'm.
No,
Oh,
it's only
sorry,
a third level
no,
spell.
no. Mass Healing Word, it is a D4, but the staff casts Mass Cure Wounds, not Mass Healing Word.
I did think to myself, you did say kill wounds,
Yeah.
but you
That's
said
so-
healing words so confidently. I was like,
It's 3d8.
you're the
plus
GM.
So it's going to be 3d8 instead.
Thank fuck
Plus
no.
4.
No, wait. Wait.
3d8 plus 4. Oh,
Ma-
almost max healing. 26. What?
Oh, I get. No, I was gonna say mass cure wounds. If I'm reading the spell correctly, says
I'm
5.
probably using the
Hang on.
mass cure wounds from 2014.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I was reading the non-legacy one. That's fine. Anyway, how much was that? Sorry.
Mass cure
26.
wounds 2024. It is
It's 5d8 plus your spell modifier, but it depends on which
5d8.
one you want to use in it.
Well, the stuff is 2014, but we have updated everything else, so I'm going to use the 2024. So that is 5d8 plus
2d8
4
extra.
for a total of 33 points of healing for everybody. As
66.
Kauliki pulls out the staff, and one of the branches that encases the gem grows slightly and releases spores, covering all of this place, and all of your wounds begin quickly healing up and rejoining the lost tissue.
How much healing was it? Sorry.
33.
33.
Right. Thank you.
Oh, I think so. That 26 is not. Okay.
Sorry, what?
You said 26 before, didn't you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
but,
no, replace that with 33.
Yeah, just add an extra 8. 7.
There you go.
She cannot do anything as a bonus action. And as she goes, okay, Karpar, whenever he comes down, you bite him. And at the end of Kaulike, I'm going to spend my last legendary action on Kaulike as Bor goes, no, the game has to end. She's coming back. Mom is coming back. Kaulike needs to give me a strength saving throw, which she fails with a 5 on the dice, for a total of 3. Kaulike
It's
is going
probably
to take
impossible for her to save then.
Yeah.
natural 20, yeah. Kaulike is
Natural
going
20 plus fate.
to take 43 points of damage.
Holy
as
shit.
Ow.
She
To be
hits
fair,
the ground
She does have a lot
heavy.
more.
Yeah, that's true.
She gets down heavy. That was
Concentration check.
concentration check on
Yeah,
heavy.
oh,
That's advantage because of
no.
Warcaster.
How much did she
First
just
one
take?
is a 17. 43, so it would be 21. First one is a
21.
17 on the dice plus her
S-
9 constitution, so
Okay,
she's fine.
then she makes it.
She's
Okay,
fine, she's
thank
fine.
God for that, Jesus.
Okay, that's the legendary action. Mommy is coming! Mom is coming! Game has to end! What the?
Yippee! I'm finally up.
Hope you like your new rearranged head.
Yeah, I love it. There isn't a
I
way
can smell
to
colors now.
shoot, shoot a spell at him currently.
I'm just imagining
which is
Ralph from The
annoying.
Simpsons.
So I will get up and move. Oh, why is it fucking?
So you don't look up.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
move.
I'm sorry. I forgot at the end of Kauliki the danger zone that Gava is still in. Gava, you get thrown up into the air. Sorry to interrupt your turn, David.
Yes.
Gava, give me a strength saving throw.
Nat 20 plus 10 for 30. It's my first nat 20.
Ah,
That's something I would.
Look
that's
at that.
probably anyway.
look at that. You're going to take half damage then.
And half damage again.
And half damage again because you are resistant, yeah. So 40 gets reduced to 10.
10.
That's nice. I like that.
Let's keep those rolls.
Cool.
Sorry, technically it would be 9, not 10. So yeah, you get up, Quattle. You can hear the footsteps of large stiletto shoes coming up the staircase.
Am I technically still hasted? I can't remember. Because Kauliki hasn't dropped concentration.
She
Then yes.
succeeded. You just went down.
Yeah.
but
No,
you are
yeah.
only
So,
one concentrating.
this is real. No, this is a very weird interaction. So
Yeah.
technically, you are hasted, even if a creature is down. They are still technically hasted.
Yeah, we
It
can
was
just
a-
haste
it's a-
your death saving throws.
Yes.
You'll make 2 per round.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird interaction, but
Okay,
does
just wanted to
still
double check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you are still hasted.
Okay, so bonus action, I'm gonna punt 1 first level spell slot into the machine.
And you are going to take 4 points of psychic damage.
Yippee.
Boop, boop, boop.
What
So
are you
it is
doing? Are
reducing,
you increasing or reducing?
reducing.
Brrrr.
Cool. Then I am going to let's see.
Come
I
on, we got
have
this.
a
We can finish this combat.
Cool. I am going to chuck a 4th level chromatic orb at the bastard.
He is restrained, so you have advantage.
Yes. Da, 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 da. An 18 plus 13, so a 31.
31 is a soft critical.
Cool. So I God, chromatic orb can bounce if I roll a double on damage. So technically I've rolled a double because it's maxed.
That's Witch Bolt, right? That's
No,
No,
it's the
2024 chromatic orb
Yeah,
is
it
Witch Bolt
bounces.
at the same time.
Yeah, it's Witch Bolt plus Chaos Bolt.
Soft crit, you can choose cold shot or max damage.
I can't
We
remember
know
what
blindness. So blindness doesn't work. It
Slowness.
was maybe slowing him down, or maybe disabling one of his limbs. Maybe.
Acid.
Disable the hang on, how many d8s do I have again for chromatic orb? Because technically, what are the chances of me rolling a double?
Pretty high, I think.
What level did you cast this at?
4th level, so that is 3d8 plus
5d8.
1d8 extra, so
Sorry, 68.
68. So in theory, fairly high chance of me rolling a double. So yeah, I'll go for a stun effect. No, a cooled shot of getting rid of the paralyzing bite one.
Okay. The debilitating touch. Okay.
Yes.
As this is a disable, I'm going to give him a Constitution saving throw. Let's say that the DC is going to be half of the damage that you deal.
Okay.
Make sense? If
Yes.
he fails, he loses a limb.
Okay, so 6.
No good rolling. They're useless anyway. We found that out.
So 14, and I rolled doubles, so it can bounce.
So 14, he just needs to make a 7 Constitution
Yes.
saving throw to not lose a limb.
Is there anything that I want to bounce it
Success.
to?
A pylon. I mean, if you want to go towards that. that
type of damage
idea.
is
It is lightning.
this? Lightning goes through, no problem. Sorry, damage you said 14. Okay.
Yes.
You could bounce
Uh,
outside to know the woman's coming.
Yeah, but
It has to
need
be
see the
within
target.
30 feet
yeah.
of
Looking
the
rough.
target.
Looking rough.
I mean,
And can you bounce it back to him?
No, it has to be a
Or-
different target.
I mean, Gaba wanted to take damage to continue the rage. So
You hit the wall and then bounce it back to him, and then just keep it
Gaba,
from that wall.
Ding, 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 ding.
Gaba technically
I-
got hit into the wall, so she's still raging. Don't need more damage, thank you.
I don't.
You can hit the
I still
pylon.
think having the pylon alive is a good thing, so I just won't bounce it.
I will tell you. I am going to allow you to hit the wall, and if you deal doubles again, to bounce it back to him. I will allow it.
Oh, I'll
He's
give it a
looking-
go.
He's looking rough.
What's the AC of a wall, Martin?
10.
10.
The pylon is looking like it will crumble at any moment.
Okay, so I hit it with a 29, 68,
If you roll doubles, this bounces back to Boron.
double
This is
fives.
not setting a precedent. This is just for this fight.
So yes, it will bounce. So 32 damage on a wall, double fives, and an advantage roll back into him for a 17 plus 13. That is a 30, so another soft crit.
I just googled this. The chance of not rolling doubles on 68 is 0.24%.
Oh
Okay.
shit. So you're
So it's
always...
almost guaranteed to roll doubles.
So that is 28. No, I'll max it. Why wouldn't I? Because I can't bounce it again, because that's the max it can go to. So 68. So 8, 16, 24, 48 lightning damage to the boy because of the soft crit.
Lightning.
Yep.
Of course.
Quaddle,
Yeah.
how would you like to do this? As he had 47 hit points.
So the lightning, the chromatic orb, he spins it up, like takes it from the staff, spins it up, like hucks it underneath his leg and through at him. It then hits him in the face, bounces like off the wall, and then rebounds right back into his face, taking it right off, like a whole ball size and out.
So that eye that had opened under the
Yeah.
skin, and those two mouths that had been moved to the sides kept going, no, no, pray, pray, stop resisting. Face gets blown out. All of the cables go limp. His body falls to the ground. Eric falls to the ground. Eric takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits the ground. All of you begin feeling a sudden. Bishar, you are the only one that you look back to see how everybody's doing, and they are starting to be a couple of centimeters away from the floor, almost levitating up in air. And then you realize it's not that they are levitating, it's that you are the only one sticking to the surface as you all are falling quickly enough to lift people up in the air.
Oh no.
Oh
Bishar,
crap.
as you hear that, those stiletto steps get closer and closer as you see opening through the entering
through the open door, Luciana Valera, Grand Magus of Longstad and the Glorium Arcanum. Long ebony hair, wearing an amethyst with gold and red interlaced etching, carrying, dragging behind her, a floating disc that is carrying what looks to be marlish turned into a fleshy, puddly surface that barely has a face and a couple of eyes. She looks at you, Bishar, looks at everybody else as all of you are lifting up, floating midair, and suddenly she's on the other side of the room. All of you hit against the ground. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Can I do strength, please?
No.
Including me.
Include no.
Dirty 20.
Alright, thank you.
21.
Okay.
18.
Okay. And okay. Okay. Ephraim rolled the natural one. Kauliki rolled a 20. So Ephraim and Quattle take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you just slam against the floor. Everybody else takes only 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you
I
hit
think less.
against the floor.
What's half of 5? 3?
2.
2.
2.
Oh, run it down. Okay.
And now you see in front of you the body of Born thrown in the middle of the room, no cables connected to the back of its head. Instead, you look up and you see connected to all of those cables the face of Marlish as
Hell yeah.
he's floating up in the air, moving around, and turns back, looks at you, Gav, and goes, "Apologies, mistress. I can no longer continue with you." Sister, Sis Gava, sorry, this is as far as we go. And you shall see Luciana flinging like her finger up, and Marlish gets sucked into all of the cables, and you lose sight of him. A platform rises from the floor, a perfect square, and she just sits on top of it, legs crossed, and goes, "Well, darlings, did you learn something?"
Eldritch Blast to the face.
And that is where we are going to finish for tonight.
God damn it.
To see
Still
what
got-
happens.
I still got 2 spell slots left. A 6th level and a 7th level from my mystical arcanum. I have not blown those off yet.
I've got Agonizing Blast. There's no way on earth Gabba would not react watching her little boy, little man, little brubby man die.
And I will say something. All of you get the feeling that she just stopped time to do whatever she had to do.
Oh fuck.
Lovely time stop time.
No, but yeah. Oh shit.
It's probably an enhanced time stop as well, like a
Yeah.
10th or something stupid.
It's been
that she does.
70 years.
Yeah.
You get to know that next time. In the meantime, keep on weaving.
Bye.
Yippee! Bye bye.